Why are you sacrificing with basis?
I'm gonna kill you for
My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists.
I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Good evening, everyone.
NippyCast.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy, not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Hey, how's it, guys? Welcome again to another episode of NippyCast. Previously, for the past 40-something episodes, I'll always forget, what number we on, and I'll struggle. I'm very, very proud to say my brain is back now, my man. I'm going to tell you again now, like episode 48, that we're on episode 49 with Peter Mukwevho, who is our in-house contributor. The last time we were together, we were speaking about the odds of everything to happen. And then I did guarantee that the odds of this channel growing to 300 subscribers are slightly high over the next couple of days, which was then a week or two ago. And thank you guys for subscribing. Before you watch this thing, please click the thumbs up button. Also tell your friends about this podcast or this channel if you think they're going to resonate with it, especially the like-minded people. Last week, I explained what is the difference between having a lot of followership and having little followership. Here we are after quality, not quantity. There's no point of having 1,000 people that don't resonate with our content, am I right? So, you want to greet?
Yeah. Greetings, everybody. And welcome back to your mind, of course.
It was hijacked by who?
Yeah. We don't know about that. Yeah. Guys, we are back, ne? And we're back with a bang. I mean, not a bag, a bang. And then, of course, in our background, we do have
people that are
the one and only Cindy Loper. He will be doing some checks for us. Ne?
Yeah, will help us.
Yeah.
And then on our right, you can introduce.
We also have a sundowner. A sundowner is an animal. What do you call a person who is a Sundowns fan?
KYB.
A Sundowns fan?
Oh, yeah.
No. Okay, like me, I'm a Kosi. Ne? They'll say Kosi. Then at Sundowns, what do we call you?
KYB.
KYB.
What is KYB?
What's it?
Kabuyelo, Papa.
Kabuyelo. Okay. We also have Kabuyelo. His name is May, ne?
So is that like a colloquial term for the fan?
Hey, first time I'm hearing that. But I'm super excited, Nippy, today.
All right. Okay. Cool. Without wasting any time, how was your week? Was it long or short? Because and I felt like it went just like that. It was like almost a flashlight.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether I can say it was long or short, but so far I had a wonderful week. We remember today is Friday. We still have tomorrow. Isn't that we can conclude the week?
This is the week where
I remember we're recording today is the 28th of October 2022. We're looking forward tomorrow. Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. Quite hectic. We're looking forward to seeing that guy. Who's that guy of Orlando Pirates? What do you call him? Saling. And his name is? Saling is the surname. The name is?
I'll check for you.
Please do.
What about the guy?
Don't sleep at duty.
No, I think he still needs to charge his phone a little bit.
Saling already made history, and he's still printing some pages of that history.
Okay.
So it's Saling Munapula.
Yeah, Saling Munapula. Wow, the guy's a gem. The guy's a gem. Believe me, the guy's a gem. The guy is good.
Okay.
Kenneth Saling.
In Andile Jali's career, that's one person we'll never forget. We'll never forget that there is Munapule Saling.
It's not the only one,
He's not. He's not the only one.
But all we can say is all Sundowns players.
Is it?
Okay, but I don't want us to make this whole thing about soccer. Let's go straight to the point. We know that you're excited about the football tomorrow. It's a derby. Can you please explain to the people that don't know what meaning of a derby is? I think our conversations at the level of being granular on detail. People have been going up and down. Derby. What is the definition of a derby, according to you? Because people use this term, and like the way you were trying to say Kabuyelo and Kosi, mini, you know what that means. But somebody who don't know that is Kaizer Chiefs fan. You get what I'm saying? So in the context of a derby, let's educate some of our people, because remember these topics of ours are mind-boggling stuff. Things that unasked questions type of vibe.
Good. Yeah. A derby simply means teams from the same hood. We have a Soweto derby. Soweto derby meaning is Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, Morocco Swallows.
But what Morocco? How would Swallows fall under the derby of Soweto? Do they come from there?
Yes, they come from Dube.
Is it? Okay.
Hence they are called the babies.
It's like a vendor.
Teams that are coming from the same crib, like in Pretoria. Pretoria, you got so many derbies. You got Super Sport, you got Sundowns.
Okay.
You had Amatax back then.
Depending if you want to classify them in terms of the league that they're playing in.
Yes, they should be playing in the same league, like at Manchester.
But then if you bring Swallows in this, then it's no longer a derby, because Swallows is no longer in.
Yeah, yes.
But the point is that it's local teams that are competing that day.
Yes, like Masindi is saying, that they should be at the same level. Like the derbies that I know.
Okay.
We have a Soweto derby, we have Manchester derby, we have Madrid derby. Which other one? I think
you get the definition. I think everyone will be okay.
Today, Chiefs can play Swallows. They are not at the same league. What do you call that?
Would that qualify as a derby?
Well, it can be a derby because they're coming from the same wood. I mean, the definition is says like that. But I was just.
It's not like it's optional.
Yeah.
It doesn't cater for what league, ne? What level? Okay. Well, good enough. Yeah. It's fine. It's for those who didn't know. Now you know. The topic today is quite interesting. It's ages of animals, and this topic we've been actually. I think we did another podcast, but it was not on the money for it. If you recall, I think a month ago. It didn't have enough meat because we didn't do enough research. There was a part where somebody asked about a mosquito's age. I'm like, there's a formula, and we kept getting it wrong. Like we were saying, some of the podcasts we don't broadcast because the quality was not on par with our standards, right? So we went out there, we did some research, and then we found some sort of a formula. And then that's what we're going to discuss. And after that, we're going to touch on the education of it and how they calculated this. And then education in general for any sort of a human being or whoever that needs it. I don't think animals need education. Yeah? Like a dog. Like a dog, does it need education? Because I see they train dogs down the road by your neighbor.
What is an education?
I don't know.
You just said you see some animals being trained, undergoing training.
Yeah,
understand.
I've seen down the road.
Our highly educated people, teachers, they went to, some of us went to the Wombeni College of Education, what training college, whatever. Then what is education?
It's something that teaches you how to handle certain things of your life, either your forte or your line of work or your business, whatever you do. If you're an actor, you learn how to write scripts or read them. If you're a driver, you learn how to do advanced driving. If you're a bodyguard, you learn how to defend. If you're a military guy, you learn how to shoot. The education is something that enhances your knowledge on whatever that you're trying to learn. We can Google it until we blue in the face, but it's gonna go towards that. Because the education of this podcast is to open some unopened doors in terms of mind-boggling conversations. Like I'm telling you now, some of the people didn't know what the derby is. That is now education. It's an information distribution platform for whoever is receiving it, which you refer to as a student. This is me just pulling it off my ass, but it is possibly can be like that when you look at
mind your language.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. Are you satisfied or should we move on?
He just took that one back.
We'll put up the Google explanation. The Google explanation.
So education will have to be a process.
It is. It has to be a. If you can hear him, he's saying education has to be a process.
Process.
Can continue.
It's a process of receiving.
Education is a process of receiving, yeah.
Or giving instruction.
Yeah.
In a form of a school.
In a form of a learning institution.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what education is.
Okay, we just got. We're done. Should we move which we're gonna. Oh, in fact, let's actually start. Let's do it in reverse. The ages of animals will do it later on. Do we need it?
Wow, guys. Education.
Hey, you just blew his brain.
No.
He had a brainwave.
I'm loving his analogy of education.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody does,
you just blew his brain.
that's something good. I mean, you must give it to him. Ne? Then kudos to Cindy's the definition that he gave. Ne? But at the end, he said in the form of an institution or a school,
Learning institution,
but
which is the definition of a school, right?
Or in terms of education, we should avoid linear thinking.
What the hell is linear thinking?
Oh my God!
Is it like a shallow thinking?
No. Linear thinking is not shallow thinking. Linear thinking is whereby you're using a process or the steps, like everything follows each other. It's
like a sequence of events.
Sequence of events, yeah. It's one thing after another.
Okay.
Ne? And then there is a creative thinking. Creative thinking, that is whereby someone is on the opposite of linear thinking should be creative thinking. Ne?
Okay.
Then you start thinking, God, okay, now these guys from Albert Einstein, you have Isaac Newton, and then were those guys educated?
Look, to be honest with you, sometimes that's why I was asking you earlier on, do we need it? Because some people, I think they're born smart. Some people are wasting their time at school. Like I gave you an example of the guy I went to school with. We were doing accounting. He said he knows how to balance books because his father took him to an accounting school so that he comes and manages a business officially with probably like a qualification. But he's been doing that all his life. So in his context of needing education, he doesn't necessarily need the full blown. He might need maybe the theoretical version. You remember when you started on the floor, you might have to go to school and get the theory version of the thing. But the practicality of it, he has been doing it all his life.
Can I finish up this one?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now this one is mind-boggling, guys. Ne? It gets me to think. Someone who's very strategic, someone who's very creative, ne? They create something, they think of something. That this is the way that we can do things. Ne? And they get a group of dumb cops and say, guys, this is the strategy. This is how you do these things.
Yeah.
You understand?
From here to there.
You move from this one part to another one, from this one part to another one. And should you learn this thing and qualify on it, we'll give you a certain paper. We'll call that paper a certificate, a diploma,
a degree.
Should you master this one?
Yeah. You're the boss of this.
You understand?
But it doesn't mean that on the floor you can
You were not creative at all. You were just there listening to someone who invented these things. And then they say, "Hey, should you go higher above? We'll even say you are a professor on this thing."
Because why I was asking is, do you need it? It's because.
Okay,
are you done? Are you done? No, sorry
I'm
if
not
I'm cutting you. Okay, sure.
You go to someone else, ne? Who studied history books. You go to a standard 5 history book. There's a lot of information there.
Yeah.
Metric history book. There's a lot of information there.
Yeah.
Ne? And they said, no. Well, now you passed with what? With flying colors. Because you were able to read that in 1865. Is it 1865 when Jan van Riebeeck arrived?
1652.
1652. Jan van Riebeeck arrived at the Cape of Good Hope. They were using Reichard, dromedaries, and what is the last one? Is someone who did not even see the class.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm laughing
who gathered that information and gave it to you?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm
and
laughing
then
at?
You had to think of things that you never saw in your life, but
and they installed it into your brain.
And say, "Hi, well, now you got the master's degree now."
Do you know what I'm laughing at?
You are way too educated now.
About Jan van Riebeeck. The funny part is they even have an exact date.
Yeah.
I think it's 12th April. I'm like, who had the calendar when this guy was on the show? It can't be that precise. We don't even have the precision of Jesus Christ's birthday. Come on now. There's no way.
I mean, you got Microsoft now, of Bill Gates. There are people with qualification, high qualifications in terms of computer. Say this one is a computer genius.
Yeah.
He went to Harvard. He went to where? He went to where?
Yeah.
Bill Gates info. The one that they are working for.
Yeah.
that does not possess the
Beyond the employees.
qualification.
No.
Understand?
Now, do you see the part where I said some people don't need to be educated? Some people it's born. Actually, it's in their DNA. It's born with them. So because I see there's some people who get bored at school, and some people don't fail because they are not smart. It's because they're not supposed to be in that class. Imagine now, with your intellect, and we take you to.
Say something.
Can I just intercept?
Yeah.
Education needs
Speak
to
up
be
a
guided.
little bit.
Okay, you're saying education
needs to be guided.
needs to be guided, yeah.
So you smart, but also you still need to be guided.
Okay,
Otherwise-
to know how to use your smartness, because you can use it for wrong things.
Correct.
You said I should repeat what?
Okay, before what you were saying.
I was saying some people don't have to go to school. Some people were born smart. Look, you guys, like you just used an example of
Are you
Bill Gates.
suggesting that we go to school to be smart?
Well, sometimes education could
But this is a yes or no answer question. Do we go to
it's a
school
gray
to be
area. It's
smart?
a gray area. I don't want to dig myself a hole on this one. It's a gray area because if you check, you gave us an example of Bill Gates. It goes back to the part where I say, do we all need it to be educated? I know that we need to know how to write, right? We need to know how to read, right?
To read and write, yeah?
Yeah, we need to know how to express ourselves in front of a crowd or whatever. If it's a presentation or if you're a boss, you need to know how to speak to your subordinates or whatever. Whatever, we know we have to have etiquette of relationships with people, like the work environment or neighbors or whatever in the world, however you live your life. Those are the basics of humans. But beyond that, I think some of the things are overstretching a little bit. You'll get a person just now in South Africa. We've got people, we've got degrees and degrees. We see them at the robots holding, I need a job. Like this person, if they knew how to qualify there, they should also know how to hustle to go get the job without standing at the robot. You get what I'm saying? Some people invest so much on education. You know what I'm saying? I'm a degree, manje, as a two-spanner degree for 15 years. And there's a guy who was working there in the same office for 15 years who knows the job like the back of his hand. You can wake him up at 12 o'clock in the evening. He'll do it in his sleep. The guy with all the degrees for 15 years who has been stuck in whatever institution will be struggling for a good couple of years to kick in like the guy who never even went to that school. So sometimes, for me, that's why I was asking, do we need it? And I don't know if you want to do a yes or a no, like the way you push me on the corner of a yes or a no. I'm not saying it's cast in stone to not to be in the gray area, but I'm saying do we all need to be educated? You just said the president now. The past term, he didn't even pass standard 6. He was leading 60 million people. I don't know where he led them to, but he could talk to all of you CEOs and all of you bachelor's degree, what, and you'll be like, hey, this guy is very smart, and he will make you sing, and you follow him, and he never went to standard, never even saw the doors of tertiary, whatsoever. Actually, even not secondary. So did he need education to be there? He led the country for a decade.
Okay.
Did he need it?
It will be very important for you, not to ask me leading questions, because you don't ask me a question and give me an answer at the same time.
Do we all need it?
You understand?
Do we all need it?
Okay. You just gave your opinion on that.
Yeah.
But I would say it is very, very important to have education. Like we said, to read and write.
Yes. Basic stuff.
It's very important.
Yeah.
We're living in the world of changes now, and those changes are brought about by education. Through education, those changes are there. And then I mean, we cannot shy away from the fact that there is a system, especially here in South Africa, the capitalist system, whereby say for instance, I need a credit, you need a credit.
Yeah.
They will ask us, what is your highest qualification? You understand? Then they start charging you based on what is it that you have. And then for you to survive.
Do they also use race there? Apparently.
Yeah, each and every form is written.
Okay.
What is your race, gender, things like that. I mean,
Continue on the education.
we can try and shy away from such things, but really, 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 they are happening.
I think you're
So-
raising an important point. Next time we need to talk about forms.
Yeah.
Forms. Let's not just talk about all different types of forms that we fill for whatever.
Yeah.
You want
I'm
to
gonna-
apply for a job, you
Yeah.
want to apply
Then
I'm gonna call it form design.
form
in
design.
in answering
to ask about why they get asked about certain things.
All elements of form, of all different types of forms.
Yeah, education, and then your gender and your language. Where do you belong? Are you black? Are you white? Or what? Those things
That will be another topic, ne?
yeah.
Okay. Because I think I did something like this at varsity. I forgot exactly. Did I even need this education? But I remember doing something of designing forms.
My question is around why, because it's like some sort of stats. They're categorizing.
They are profiling you.
They're
actually.
profiling, and it can also depend. It can also lead to the decision that they want to take.
I said, Loper, what I like about our podcast is that we've got freedom to do whatever the hell we want, even though it was not part of the thing of the agenda. Let's talk about it.
I think it's got a burning issue. This guy.
You know what I mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Regarding education, it's guidance. If I were to go to Venda now,
Yeah.
Speak up a little bit.
if I were to go to Venda now, I would know which direction. But the guidance will probably come from.
I will hold it like this. You can speak up.
But you need guidance to get to it. I don't know if you guys
Would guidance be
understand.
education?
That would be a perfect example of what education means.
Because you can be on the road the whole day not knowing where you're going.
No, but it's fun. But what I'm saying to you is,
Yeah, you go to Cape Town.
if you are misguided, then it's something else. It's something to talk about. It's another topic for another day. But what I'm saying is, you also need to be guided. Think about a guy who's smart.
Yeah.
He can hack the system of the entire country.
Yeah.
But if that guy is not guided, then
You can switch off the power for the whole country. And you call it load shedding. I'm kidding. Okay, no, we get your point. Because going back to the form, I've got an example. Cindy will come in on this one. Talking about why do we have race on the form. So we're going to go back to the form while you're applying for credit. And then we're going to go back to the education for it. So on the form, we're donating. Okay, my friend was donating blood at the bank. Was this the bank? Blood bank here? Was this front opposite RVP? Yes. So we're looking at the forms. He's filling them up, and they're convincing me to also donate. I'm like, I've got less blood. I will collapse. And I'm like, okay, let me look it up. Right. Part of the thing on the form is a race. I'm like, wait a minute. Are you saying
That one is very important. That one is very important.
Wait. Are you trying to tell me that the blood of a black guy is different from the blood of the white?
Yes.
Huh? No.
Aye, 100%.
No ways.
Aye.
No ways, guys. I donate blood.
can I put it boldly? But kadile madi atabombe.
Listen.
Okay, wait. Let's have a direction. Now you're going
Let me give you education
somewhere
for
else.
free. Let me give you education for free. Remember, we all breathe the same breath. Whether you are white, black, Indian,
Oxygen is not a race.
It's the same. It's just the air.
Race is
Now,
right.
what is in you in the body is only the type of blood. It's not
It's
that
not
is
because
white.
you are white or black.
It's the type blood.
And I asked those kids at the reception, do you know how they answered it? My thought exactly was that some white people probably don't want to be donated blood from the black people. We know about racists here. Let's not bullshit. We know. And I was telling those kids, there's people who don't like black blood, ne? Why do you even keep a stat of what race it is? They explained it, the types of type O, or it matches with this type of race, It felt like still it was in the gray area.
Loper,
We'll give you an example.
one of these days now, I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about the stem cell transplant. Stem cell transplant. A black person, they cannot transplant from white to black. It won't match. It won't work. I know with the blood types, it's not specific that this is type O for whites. It's type O for blacks. But what I heard, the stem cell transplant, it cannot work between a black person and a white person. A black can only donate to a black. A white can only donate to white.
But isn't that like a cell? Isn't it different from a blood?
It is.
It's different. So for me, my argument was that blood is blood.
Exactly. It's different.
I suspected.
Remember, you can go and donate only cells, not blood.
Obviously, your melanin is different. I want to donate my skin to a white guy.
Exactly.
He's white. I'm black.
The blood is only a type. If you are type O,
It's inside the body.
it will work everywhere, whether you are white or black.
And it says blood type cells.
No, yeah, but if it's blood type O, it will work everywhere. Where the person. In fact, I wanted to read you something. What type O does?
Okay, we'll do the type O. Just go research it, and then we'll be moving. We'll do another clip for it.
I'm not searching. I'm just reading. I just received a message now.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Dear Godfrey, your blood group is O.
yeah.
It's a universal.
Oh, you were donating as well.
I'm a donor.
Okay. So say that O is universal is probably the
You
most
are-
used.
You are a universal donor whose blood can be given to anyone. You see, just that one.
Anyone,
Anyone.
irrespective of what race.
It's not talking about the race. Anyone.
Why do I have the race on the form of a blood
and
donation?
it's used mostly in emergencies.
Yeah.
So if you if you are in an accident and whatnot, whether you are black or white, you are losing blood. You will be given my blood. If you have just given birth, you are white, but you need blood. You have lost blood.
You might need the O type, irrespective of what race you are. And then why do we have a demarcation of race on the forms? For me, I told those kids. I mean, I was just joking.
Most important question.
That's why I'm saying we need to talk about this form.
These forms, they are very discriminatory.
That's not the only one. Even at the bank, when you are applying for a loan, why do you want to know the race that I am?
Yeah, exactly. Because now they're gonna look at you stay in Tembisa, you stay in Soweto, the car is likely to be stolen than
Exactly.
Michael or Jonathan from Santon. Then they're gonna lifestyle, racially profile you. That's the problem.
And
You
that's
see?
that's for me. HIV, but apartheid won't finish. It's there. It's still it's sitting now in the forms.
They even write, they say black, colored, Indian, African. But all those people, they say they're all African.
You know
They
what?
say it's a rainbow nation. But
Yeah.
when it is coming to apply for a loan, hey, now it's demarcated.
Yeah.
So well, with form design, I think we can have another one, and we can also call experts of blood and stem cells,
For sure.
and then get
And
it
then we
right.
Get a different between
so that-
stem cells and then the blood itself.
So that people don't think that we're pulling off something.
Sure.
Or of our something. I'm not gonna say the word. Okay, cool. Now, ages of animals, which might also have the discussion of blood type of animals. I don't know if they can donate blood to each other. And then I did ask, do animals need education? And we tried to touch on the dog. Yes, you can teach a dog how to follow what you call a frisbee.
It's the simplest pet that you can teach.
You okay? There's something in South Africa called mapiano. We always hear it every day by no choice. That's what you just heard now. And now the problem with YouTube is that they can flag that song and say you don't have rights to play it. I'm not playing it. This is a guy who's passing. Okay, so the other day, like I was saying, we were talking about animals. Somebody we were discussing about my rabbits. Somebody said, "How old are they?" And I said, "No. Do you want me to tell you about the rabbits' years or human years?" Somebody was like, "What's the difference?" There is a difference. There is a formula that they have attached, or should I say they used education to come to a formula of splitting years. For example, in front of me, there's a fly there. I don't think it's fair for me to say this fly, when it's 1 minute old, I will say it's 1 minute old as a human minutes. It might be 100 years because it's probably going to die in the next 24 hours. It doesn't live for that long. Same applies to the mosquito. Same applies to all the other animals. They don't have their own clocks. It's not like they sent us an email to say, this is our time zone. No. So we created our own format for it. And then please, we're going to go through each one by one, and then we'll see if it makes sense. The first one there, I remember on the list is an S.
Yeah.
And then somebody asked what an S is. An S is what, Peter? I'll put the list up upon editorial. It's a donkey.
So they say.
Yeah.
So they say,
Stop with an S.
But also to save using vulgar language, because S can be anything else.
Yes.
Well,
My ass is 100 years old, but I'm 26.
wow. Your S is behind. It's in another time zone. Okay, so apparently, according to this human age calculator or age in animal versus human years calculation, 1 human year is equals to or is equivalent to 1.7 horses or asses years. So if in layman's terms, if a horse is 1 year old on human years, it's literally almost 2 years. Does it make sense? Yeah. And then from that, let's move to another animal. Well, they're using popular animals. We've got a bear. I'm sure you know what a bear is. A bear is actually literally 2 years. 1 human year is two bear years.
So to give that clarity, to say 1 human year, we're talking about 12 months that one person has lived.
Yeah.
Equate
To 24
months
for the bear.
the bear.
Yeah.
In their own time zones and
In their own-
everything in between.
Yeah. I don't know if they've got enough education to quantify it like this. If animals are educated, I
Probably
don't know.
not.
Probably not. Yeah.
In fact, this brings another dilemma.
Yeah.
Which I think we should have been live in such a way that people can even come in and ask questions. Now, here can be a question.
Usually, I ask them to put them under comments, then we can deal them in the next episode. Yeah.
Here will be a question.
Yeah.
Who quantify or justify?
This was done by scientists they used, there's a formula, I will put it up. They calculated the lifespan of human versus the lifespan of that particular animal. Like just give an example of a mosquito. It would be unfair to say we're using our time zone for a mosquito. A mosquito, it just flies out of a thing, an egg goes gone, dead, out of the window. So they catered for that and then brought it into close proximity. Yeah, you will die very fast.
That's fine.
Yeah. And then crossing over to the cat.
That mosquito.
With the cat, it has got the cat. 1 human year is equals to 3.2 cat years.
Wow.
And then going to chicken.
When we say 3, are we saying is it 36 months?
Somewhere like that.
Say 38.
So if after
3.2.
after our 4 months, it has done a year. A cat. And after our 8 months, it has done 2 years, and so on and so on. Yeah, which is the same mathematics, but in reverse, right? So a chicken, obviously, chicken doesn't last for long. I'm sure today we have all tried to eat a chicken. Either it's egg or some shit like that. When last did you eat chicken? Hey, people love chicken.
I just ate in cockroach.
There you go. How old do you think it was?
We just said
Probably it was a
You
year
just
old.
said-
Probably it was a year old. Eh? It's a chicken mad, right?
Yeah, chicken. It was pretty much.
guys, what is chicken made?
No, we're not going to school.
Aye.
We're not going to school. We're talking about chicken.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
throw your
yeah,
money away.
Of course, I thought you slaughter these things.
No.
Mara, if you gathering them,
We know where you're trying to
Then
go
you-
with this one.
You thought you what?
Okay, let's move on. Chicken. 1 human year is equivalent to 5 chicken years. So every year that a human being is alive, a chicken has done 5.3 years.
So, on a chicken now,
Yeah,
you know these guys who are growing chickens
yeah,
for selling?
yeah. A poultry.
Yeah, poultry.
Mm.
Apparently, those chickens, I'm talking about not on time zone.
Yeah.
4 months is enough for them to be sold.
If we do the calculations, should we dumb it down to 2 months?
cost chicks.
Let's dumb it down. How do you do?
6 weeks to go? I mean, if they are from chicks.
Yeah.
No, I think somewhere there. But let's dumb it down back to how do we do the mathematics now? We divide this by 12.
Yeah.
Am I right? It will come to that. It would have been a full-grown human. It will probably be 16 years old. Yeah, am I right? If not,
No.
how do you divide
Whether
it?
you're going up.
It's killing me now.
You become better.
Hey, Bantu education.
Yeah, I'm trying to emphasize the element that we are eating something that is like an egg.
No, not really. According to the development of this, if it's 5 times, if it's 5 years for 1 human year, it by the time 4 months will be what? We need to dump this one to months
So
to be higher.
I think it's a 16.
It might be a teenager. You might be eating a teenager. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. So the egg, it has gone, long gone. But actually, even by the time you eat the egg, it was done a couple of months. Even though it was down a couple of days
Probably,
by the
yeah.
Hokon. Do you get what I'm saying?
I see.
Yeah. Does it make sense? Okay, and then the cow, 1 human year is equivalent to 3.6 cow years, which is realistic, right? I mean,
No, realistic, it depends on which angle you're standing. I'm saying, I'm agreeing to the scientists, but to me, it still boggles my mind to say, but honestly.
Realistic is when you have to buy a cow for a funeral, and then you have to tell the person who's selling the cow, this one is too old.
oh yes, because the meat is slightly different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's kill this list. It's a long list. Let me just read through it out because the crash is back. 1 human year is equals to 2.29 deer year. Deer is like an impala. Yeah. Yeah. And then there's the crash at the background that we're saying is back. The dog is almost the same as the cow, ne? One human years is the same as 3.6 dog years. And then the duck, it's so funny, the duck has got more than the chicken. Aren't they supposed to be in the same spectrum?
No, they're
Supposed to be in the same spectrum, but the duck.
But look, isn't that they differ? They differ. In what? In how they are.
Longevity.
Yes, that way.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Makes sense. So it has got more lifespan than the duck compared. I mean, than the chicken. The duck has got more years compared to the chicken versus the human years. It's 4.2 years. And then elephant. This one is exciting.
Yeah.
Elephant is exciting.
This one they say it can live up to how many years?
It can.
In fact, I want to hear about the tortoise.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get there somewhere.
No,
I think it's at the bottom of the list.
The tortoise is not.
It's not on the list.
But
Remember, the tortoise is the only living being that can live more than any other
Everything
animal.
else, yeah.
Nah?
But
Yeah.
It must have less than our years then.
close
Must have less.
with an elephant.
Nah?
Because
Right.
okay, should we wait for you? But you can hear me from there, right? One elephant, 1 human year is equivalent to almost 1 elephant year, which is 1.14.
So it's a one-on-one.
It's almost 1 to the nearest if you round it off. But what I'm asking, the reason why I'm saying is interesting. How come we are pregnant for 9 months and it is pregnant for 18, for 2 years almost? Do you get what I'm saying? If we are all the same, I mean, who could I mean, or is it because the size of the animal? Because it grows bigger.
Look. Let's differentiate the two.
Yeah.
Let's forget about the fatality and the process of multiplying or giving birth and whatnot.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the years.
Okay.
Your
So
birth, your 1 year is equal to 1 year of.
So this won't inform of fertility and everything. It might be something else because maybe the size.
That probably it might need an education for us.
It will
to
be
understand.
something else. Because I'm thinking if there was dinosaurs in the past, I doubt their years were the same as any of these animals.
I think if you can look into how an elephant is, you can still associate it with the dinosaur.
Yeah, because there's something else. Take forever. They grow big.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Guys, okay, I don't want to open a can of worms. Ne?
Okay.
Have we ever had dinosaurs? Or these
We,
are just some
we've got
theories?
fossils in Pretoria. Come on.
No, we've got sources that are saved for us that you
Speculations
can see and attest to it. I mean, you've got a dinosaur in Pretoria that is. It's not fabricated. It's a dinosaur.
Yeah,
It is a living bones that
Can I just
which was carbon dated as well.
Can I just quickly correct you? We have fossils of dinosaurs in Pretoria,
Okay, thank you.
of which we can only speculate on.
Whatever it is.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, now you're right. It's a can of worms. It's a can of worms.
it's a can of worms. But for now, let's leave it.
Let's cross over to a fox. I bet a fox is like what? It's like also a dog, right?
Dog, yeah.
Let's check. Oh wow, the fox is longer. Is more. It's of 1 human year is equivalent to 5.71 fox years.
It's not far from a dog, eh?
The dog is currently 6.6, 3.6.
Remember,
So this one, the fox is similar to a chicken here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, and then crossing over to the goat. The goat is now the same as the chicken.
So I agree with that.
And the fox. Goat is 5.3.
They are in the
5.3 years.
Most pets
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Okay. Okay, and then going to Groundhog. What the hell is a groundhog?
It's a dog as well.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know it.
Just Google
A groundhog is a dog.
the image of groundhog.
It's a dog.
Unfortunately, we're not online, and
But
all
it's
these
a dog.
phones are these things are. Okay, groundhog. We'll look it up and then we'll put up a picture for it. Whatever it is, 1 human year is equivalent to 5.71 groundhog years. Guinea pig. Guinea pig is what? It's like a pig. Is this a pig?
Yeah, it's a pig.
Is it those ones that they keep in the lab?
No,
Is it like
pig is a pig. It's a pig.
which type of, which one are they?
It's a pig.
Let me get you an image of a guinea pig.
Okay. This one has got 10. 1 human year is equivalent to 10 guinea pig years. It means that every month for a human, every 1.2 months for a human, the guinea pig is turning a year old.
Yes.
It's going like this.
Yeah,
And that's why they multiply so fast. Ne?
very fast.
Yeah. And then hamster,
Oh, guinea pig image, I can see it now. I can see it.
isn't it a pig? It's a pig, right?
No, not really. They have got a different name.
Type of breed.
In Venda.
Oh, okay.
What's
What do you call it in Chiven?
I'll show you.
It's not like same WhatsApp group as a white hog.
No, not really. It's like
A water could be. It's almost like a Wemster.
I want to get you the right one. That
Hamster or hamster?
Hamster. So
But the next one is a hamster here.
yeah, there's a.
Oh, it's a rodent.
yeah, it's
It's a
Oh.
hamster. It's same.
Okay, the next one on the list up actually, ironically, is a hamster. They
Is it
say
the same
golden
age?
hamster. The age is double now. 1 human year is equals to 20 hamster years. Which now hamsters and rodents are the same WhatsApp group as rabbits.
yeah.
Ne? Okay. Another interesting one for a hippo.
You see him, sir.
Yeah, I see.
There's what you mean, Tanya.
Oh, man, Dimbeba.
Bear,
You
man,
understand?
Tanya.
It's a rodent group.
Yeah.
The same-
That other one, do you know what we call it? Let's Venda. If you mean now.
The hippo.
A hippo.
I know the hippo. They know the hippo. We're looking at the ones that we were trying to get the differentiation,
Oh,
the
okay.
differentiation for. Okay, cool. Let's move. The sun is disappointing us. We need to buy. Who's sponsoring this podcast? We should ask the 6G Biltong people to give us money.
We should try Cindy Loper.
We need lighting. We're relying on the sun. And then, oh, by the way, one more thing. This episode and the past 3 episodes have been brought to you by 6G Biltong with a bit of zest of cannabis flavor. So basically, this is a biltong that gets you high, but you don't really fall. You know, they're the guys who are sponsoring this thing. In fact, right about now, this is their advert.
This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy, not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Okay, thank you very much for sticking around on NippyCast episode 49, talking about ages of animals, education, and slightly here and there we spoke about form design. We're still on ages of animals. Yo, the list is long. Cool, we are on hippo. Hippo versus a human. 1 human year is equivalent to 1.78 hippo years.
So it's not far fetched from the
Elephant. Yeah.
So can you look into this? Look into hippo. Look into the elephant. Customize back to what we were talking about the dinosaurs.
Oh,
The resemblance.
it's more or less similar because
Yeah.
if you think about it,
Do you know the skin of a hippo?
Yeah.
But then, can I also question what we spoke about now? It's the elephant lifespan is almost equivalent to a tortoise.
Yeah, but also look into how the formation of those things, their skin, their look, and whatnot.
same WhatsApp group.
It has got ancient things in it.
Can I drag in a rhino there? Can I drag in a rhino?
The rhino is right.
It might be the
That's
same
my
WhatsApp
question.
group.
Somewhere there.
My question would be, why would they think a human lifespan is a little bit longer than that of an elephant?
But that's not about
That's a
the
misleading
about this.
information right there.
Can I test something to answer the question? I'm just trying to think.
The list is long.
I'm just trying to test something. You know, human beings if we were to live and agree that we need to live with the Bible, we were the only smartest ones in the whole formation of living beings. Ne?
Up to so far.
But well, I'm talking about the Bible. Remember, there's nothing that will surpass the Bible. If we were to think around it. So therefore, meaning they're saying God has created everything, but the human being was given a special grace because the understanding and whatnot. Therefore, why we could be the living better, or not better, further than other animals. Remember, we are able to cure ourselves. Animals are unable to cure themselves wherever they have got whatever. They rely on the grace of whatever. That's just could be my explanation.
Or munching on some tree by luck, which could be a medicinal purpose
Probably
for the illness.
Look at how we used to live long. No, we're no longer living long. We used to live long, and we didn't have.
I can answer that one. Do you know why? We have got fast cars and to drive at the speed of light and we hit bridges and each other and we die.
Well, that's
smart.
That's one of the things that kills us. But remember, the other thing that makes us live longer, we were not eating medication that are fabricated. We were not eating chicken that are made. We were eating raw and natural things.
Okay.
Kudos to me. We just bought what chicken today?
That chicken is gonna kill us.
Okay, look. It's this list is long. I think I'll put it up there. It's gonna go all the way. The reason why I'm doing this is because the lighting is becoming bad and our cameras are running out of space. We tested for too long and then and all those. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna show you the ages of the horse, the kangaroo, the lion, monkey, mouse, parakeet. I don't know what parakeet is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. The pig as well. We actually thumb-sucked it. Oh, actually, let's go back to the thumb-suck. We said the pig is almost like similar to guinea pig, right? And no, it wasn't. We concluded that one. We're gonna show it there. The pigeon, the rabbit, the rat, the sheep, the squirrel, the wolf, and so on and so on and so on. Otherwise, in closing, your parting shot, Peter. On this, is this education? I saw your brain was sparkled there by. I mean, was sparked there by Cindy's statement on the definition of education. Would this have educated anyone out there who's watching? Because this is the purpose of the show. We're not after trending topics. We're after something mind-boggling.
Should I go along the sides of the definition of education? I'll end up off-ramping. But I take the literal meaning of education. What is education? Does it add value? Yes, it does add value. But it depends on which side you're coming from. Some of us have been fed information. I mean, I've learned a locust, a frog.
Why were they teaching us a thing?
At school. And it was the form of an education that I found. And then I was measured on there to say, when you are a genius, when you are an average, when you
because
are
a locust,
whatever. Yes, those are the things.
Wow.
And when we did art at school, it was art and what? Not art and culture, but there was this period that I knew we had to go and fetch some wood to do rupeto. What do you call rupeto?
A wooden spoon.
A wooden. Wow, this guy is a gem. Yes, to do such things at school, man. What is it that is benefiting me today? None, zilch. You understand?
Yeah.
I did gardening at school.
Yeah.
The gardening we did at the primary, like, okay, now, they will say you must bring cow dung as manure, things like that. And you'll make gardens, and then you'll have to go there on weekends at school and water those gardens.
But that was important though, because you still need to manure a garden today.
Yeah. But when the time came of harvesting, you know,
you don't eat
who took the lot of things home?
It's the gardening teacher.
You understand such things, and then I did agriculture. Agriculture at school. What is it that I was doing in agriculture that can help me today? Okay, I can remember this one. They said, do not plow the field up and down the field. Do not do furrow irrigations because it will cause longer erosion.
So this guy,
Man, how does it?
He have learned.
How
I mean, he can still talk about things that he has done 20 years ago.
He's got education.
I literally cannot say any of those things. Okay,
really
well,
Okay,
all those subjects.
all I'm saying is I've been fed information that I was. They made sure that I'm able to recite it back, so that I can pass in class. Mara, tell me about the erosion today, man. What does it help you? What does it do to you?
Can I create an argument?
Yeah, we still have
In
time.
Well, we're gonna give you 30 seconds because our batteries are dying.
Let me create an argument in trying to defend the then education system.
Which was called Bantu.
Well, doesn't matter. But the system, it was. I don't think it was wrong for them to teach you about all those things, be it locusts, be it the frog, amphibians, the gardening things that is talking about the agriculture. I think let's open up our brains. If you are becoming a doctor, apparently, if you are going to be a surgeon, you might start learning by an animal,
Like dissecting a frog.
correct? Opening a monkey inside and see. And remember, they're saying those types of monkey, chimpanzee, and whatnot, they are human beings similarly.
Well, most primates.
Yeah. So in terms of you doing a surgeon and whatever the brain tumor, whatever you want to try to practice, they use those things. So those are things that perhaps they are preparing you to say you can choose your line, or they can even at the test your line of.
No, I get you. So he's saying that there was no stupid lessons, even if it was a locust or a frog, because most animals have got similar body parts. So before you dissect a human being at the lab, at the theater, at the hospital, or wherever you work, you should have learned it on an animal, because some body parts are equivalent.
So, but I'm not there.
Yeah.
What I was trying. Remember, in a foundation phase, what they're trying to assess, they are assessing which route can you follow, because the brains of kids are not the same. We don't operate on the same level. So you might be interested in those things and be a doctor. And then they move you might not have any of those knowledge and become an artisan.
Let me give you the worst case scenario. I just saw a Netflix series called Jeff Dahmer. He used to dissect animals when he was young. He became a serial killer and dissecting bodies in his flat for
That's the worst scenario.
for almost 5 years.
That's the worst scenario.
You could be anything.
Yeah, you could be anything. That's the worst scenario, though.
Guys, I've been given a chance to say goodbye to you now.
Yeah.
What St. Loper is saying, it means that I can remember these things. We did a fish as well. It was paired pelvic fin, jeans,
Yeah.
fins, tail,
Yeah.
things like that.
That's a fish, that's a
We
fish.
label those things.
What
guys,
was that bone? What was that bone? The whole bone of a fish.
invertebrate, whatever. Okay. There were vertebrae and invertebrate animals. There were animals with the backbone and animals without backbones. Right?
Maybe this could be.
Mara, I'm not a doctor today.
Maybe this could
No,
be.
but you decided to branch. If you had followed that route, you would have been a doctor.
It could be something else, yeah,
No,
or something.
me, a doctor. I can imagine May coming into my surgery and down.
You want to say bye? Okay, let's say bye. Our batteries are dying.
goodbyes,
We're
guys.
at
All
zero.
right.
Sharp.
We enjoyed them.
Yes,
Here's the crew, guys.
We are here.
And
Away.
then, thank you for watching NippyCast. Check you out on the next episode. Ngauraro. Chovicho.
Don't forget, it's a derby tomorrow. We are here. Thank you.
Hola.
Ciao.
peace for Sundowns.
I think you need to answer this one. This episode is proudly sponsored by the cannabis-flavored 6G chili beef biltong. Enjoy. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Why you sacrificing motivation? I want to kill this one.
My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists.
I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
We're everyone.
NippyCast.